Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be turning this pile of free scrap pallet wood into this storage crate. I got a few broken pallets off Facebook Marketplace and I wanted to make a hamper type crate to fill up with some gifts for my parents. I separated the wood out into decent usable wood and broke down the pallets. I was being quite picky here. Some of the rejected wood was probably okay for using, but it would have needed a little bit more work to get it looking good. I was left with this pile of decent boards, which I'll use for this project, and then the rest of this pile had firewood written all over it. I knocked the nails out using a hammer. These nails are notoriously difficult to remove, so a few got left in the boards just to be cut out. I then needed to clean the space in the workshop, so I cut all the rest of the boards down for firewood. I decided to cut the ends of the boards off to remove any splits and nail holes, as well as some of the nails which I left in to cut off rather than remove. I then decided on the sizes I needed for the timber and I marked this out on some paper. Only about 3% of regular viewers of this channel are actually subscribed, so if the following tip helps you, I'd love if you could subscribe to help me out. I use a website called Cut List Optimizer. There's also an app. To make any cuts when doing projects, what you do is you input your timber lengths and then the lengths of the cuts that you want to make on the website, and then this does a cut list for you automatically. It's so handy to make sure that you use your timber efficiently, and it really helps when ordering materials if you know your cuts. I'll leave the link down below. It's a massive time saver for me and hopefully you in future too. With the cut list made, I cut all my bits of pallet wood to length, ready for making the crate. I then marked up the bottom pieces and cut these to fit. With all the pieces cut, I sanded each board down to clean them up. I only lightly sanded these with 120 grit sandpaper because I wanted to keep the boards having some of the character that they had rather than making them look perfect. I think this style of crate looks better when it's more rustic. I cut and sanded these pieces of batten that will make up the internal corners, and then I laid everything out ready to assemble. I poured the wood glue into this jar cap and then applied the glue using everyone's favourite applicator. I really do need to get some glue spreaders. I fixed the bottom slats in place using some panel pins. I originally planned on using a nail gun for this, but I've only got a small nail gun and the nails weren't long enough, so I used a good old hammer and nails instead. I did the same with all four corners until I had the lower tier of the crate fixed together. With the lower part done, I added the uprights, which I decided to screw rather than nail, partly for ease of construction and then also for added strength. If you're screwing through pallet wood, make sure you pre-drill the pieces first, as it's prone to splitting. With all four uprights in place, I went round and added the side pieces on, a layer at a time, using an offcut of wood as a spacer. I then gave the edges a quick sand down to take off any sharp corners, and that was the crate complete. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one.